Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we will unbox, mount and test this ID Cooling IS-55 ARGB. So I bought this for around 2,000 pesos, which is very cheap in my opinion. So around the box, it has not much information, but the important part here is the height, which is 55 millimeters. Max memory height limit is 33 millimeters, and it has ARGB sync with motherboard, which is good. It is compatible with LGA 1700, 1200, 115X, AM4, and AM5. And that's pretty much it. Opening the box. Manual, we need this accessory kit, and this is the heatsink and fan itself. So the fan is screwed to the heatsink already, but we will have to remove it later on, I believe. It has ARGB connector and 4-pin fan connector. As for the accessories, it has an included screwdriver, so I don't need this one, I guess. Standoffs and screws, standoffs for LGA 1700, mounting brackets, and backplate, and thermal paste. Okay, as for mounting test, I'll be using this, basically the Lianli A4H2O build that I have. By now, it should have been published, but this is the air cooling test for this build. So one thing that I did is I also replaced the RAM from RGB to non-RGB. As for the orientation, you can only orient this in this direction, which is going up. So this is the heat pipe, and there. So if you orient it that way, this heat pipe will touch the MOSFETs, which may cause some issues, but let's see if it is compatible this way. I hope it does. Otherwise, this is a failure video. So their standoff is the same for LGA 1200, 115X, and AMD. That's interesting. Usually, they have different heights. So put the standoffs first. So one thing that they did not mention in the manual is that you have to install the RAM first. Then I have to put in this guy. And this screw is for the mounting bracket. So given this orientation and given this screw, it only means that I can orient it either this way or that way. If I orient it this way, it will not be compatible as I will hit the RAM with this guy. As if you can notice, the opening is here. So this should be the one above the RAM. So this will not be compatible by default. Also, it will hit the heatsink here. So the only orientation for this motherboard is this way. Remove the peel. 3 turns at a time. There you go. So the remaining problem is basically how to mount this fan. Let's see. Let me try one thing. So also the height is 55 millimeters, but it's tough to close this case with this fan. And it doesn't fall off. Anyway, it's time to test this. Okay, as for the temps while benchmarking Cinebench, it was expected to reach 90 degrees Celsius immediately. As for benchmarking FF15 for 30 minutes, the CPU temps averaged at 62.26 degrees Celsius with a max temp of 75.8 degrees Celsius, which is definitely good. As for my comments to this cooler, the biggest downside is the lack of compatibility guide. Given my experience, I now wonder if this is even compatible with other high-end chipset ITX motherboards. I can't imagine that this would fit the X670E-I from Asus. With my motherboard, the only possible position for this heatsink is towards the top, which also means that my motherboard and heatsink combination is not compatible with PC Cooler i100 Pro Mesh. The height of this cooler is also likely more than 55 mm, as seen in my A4H2O build. Though it worked well there, it might not work well for other cases. Outside compatibility, the mounting is simple, which is good. The included pre-assembled backplate for Intel is also nice. Using the screws instead of clips to secure the fan is also a plus. While not toolless, I actually find it easier to use a screwdriver than those pesky clips. As for overall recommendations, if you are 100% sure that this is compatible with your motherboard and case, go for it. It is very cheap and can do the job. If not, I would say stay away. This is until ID Cooling posts the list of compatible motherboards and configurations. If you want broader compatibility, you are safer with Alpenform Blackledge for 47mm clearance or Thermalright AXP120-X67 for 67mm clearance. Okay, so that's it for this unboxing. Thanks for watching. Do like or dislike and subscribe for more unboxing and benchmarks. Bye!